This is Family Time 148. We're continuing our conversations about self-awareness. This week, we're talking about strength and growth. Last week, we talked about our stories, about the moments or periods of time that have most impacted our lives, the things that shape the way that we think and feel and behave. We're continuing to develop an accurate self-perception. And it's important for us to recognize that yes, we all face challenges, we all have our scars, we all have our burdens to bear, but we also have great strength, and we are capable of growth. We are adaptable. That is one of the great things about being a human being, is that we have choice. We can change our behaviors, and through our actions, we can alter our circumstances. What I want us focusing on this week is your strengths. What are your strengths? And everyone has them. If there are people in your life who make you feel like you're not strong, who make you feel like you don't have value, that says everything about those people. And it says nothing about you. That has everything to do with that person's insecurities and fears. And we're not judging, but it's important for you to understand that has nothing to do with you. You have strength and you have value, and it's important that we recognize those things. So I want you to be honest. And sometimes it's hard for us. We want to be humble about things. But this is the time to recognize, what are you good at? What are your strengths? What are the things you're bringing to the table? And I assure you, you have something of value to contribute. And it's important that we remind ourselves of that once in a while. It's so easy to focus on the negatives. What are your strengths? And then I want to consider, what are some areas of desired growth? What are some things about your behaviors and about your situations that you would like to improve? And it's good to be honest about those things. We all have things that pull us in different directions. We have different biases or influences that maybe pull us away from our core values. We talked about that week one. About that being who we truly are, the things that we value, the things that create our why for existing. And there's temptations and distractions, and they pull us in different directions. And they sometimes pull us away from those values. Sometimes pull us away from our goals, from our dreams. And we have to reset a little bit. We have to take the time to recognize that we need to get back on the right path, and that's okay. But we have to consider where we need some growth. And I try to think of those challenges as tangible things, as something to kind of fight back against. That, okay, if it's this temptation or it's this distraction, I don't want that thing to conquer me, whatever that is. If it's, I struggle to get up in the morning, that's fine, but then I try to make it a tangible thing. And I'm not going to let being tired, I'm not going to let the alarm clock defeat me. I don't want that to be the thing that breaks me. So I'm going to push back against that thing. I'm going to develop new habits. I'm going to implement some new practices so that I can get myself in a better situation to conquer that obstacle. And we all have them. So that's all we're really doing this week. What are your strengths? What do you bring to the table? What can you use to help you get where you want to be already? And then what are some areas where we need some growth? And life is all about growth. We need growth. It's a human need. When we stop growing, we start dying. We're not really living if we're in this steady state existence. Where do you want to grow? And that's up to you. It's not anyone else's choice. It's not what anyone else tells you should be doing. In what areas of your life do you want to be growing? Until next time, much love.